Hello, I'm Hannah Wallace and welcome to FinextraTV Sibos. Now, in the last year or so, we've seen financial institutions struggling to meet digital demand thanks to underlying infrastructure challenges, with rapidly evolved expectations for digital delivery among consumers and businesses alike since the start of the pandemic. On the line now to talk to us about the ongoing challenges these organisations face and how licensed businesses like his are enabling banks, payment businesses and fintechs to transform the suite of solutions they offer without transforming their internal infrastructures is Anders Lacour from Banking Circle. So, hi Anders, thank you very much for joining us. It's good to see you again.
Thank you very much for letting me join.
No problem at all. It's lovely to see you. So yes, since the start of 2020, we have witnessed an unprecedented rate of change in financial services, haven't we? And while a lot of that change we saw was driven by COVID, this wasn't the only factor, was it? So that's really where I want to start. How have you seen priorities and business plans shift as a response to this big change?
I think, as like stating the obvious, during COVID and during lockdown, we saw a big spike in a transition from traditional retail to e-commerce related transactions, and with as a consequence of that, things like speed, agility, convenience, security have become a major priority for a lot of businesses, and this is probably the one vertical that we've stayed where we really see the focus shift. The other vertical here is the broadening of services from the general payments industry or the fintech industry, where 3, 4, 5 years ago, a typical payment business would sell payments. Mm-hmm. Today, they start, and I include both marketplaces and financial tech business broader in this, but start broadening their services and deliver all kinds of financial services to their client base, which is the other major trend that we've seen over the course of the last probably 12, 18 months.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We've highlighted some big trends there, ones that we'll definitely be discussing over the course of Sibos. So taking those into account then, what are banks and also the fintechs doing to meet those trends and deliver better solutions? And also, can you tell us how will this work?
I think when we look at it from our side, we see that trend very, very clearly, and we see it for obvious reasons at the forefront of financial tech innovation, hence on the payment gateways, on the financial tech businesses. So embedding any kind of financial services into their offering to improve and broaden the services that they give their merchant base or their consumer base. It will be very interesting to see how the banks will respond to that over time. I'm a big believer in both banks and financial tech businesses partnering and working alongside. So I'm quite sure they'll find a way, but it will indeed be interesting to follow, because this is not like 5, 6 years ago where the payment gateways just did merchant acquiring or did issuing. Now they're actually stepping in with different kinds of credit solutions or other financial services, and actually going head to head for the bank's core services. So very interesting to watch over the coming years.
Definitely watch this space. And now coming to Banking Circle, where do you fit in and where are you embracing these trends?
So I think what we built in Banking Circle is a core platform that issues accounts, enabling anyone to do their payments across various geographies and in real time. So we can support anyone in that space. Then on top of that, we have our different applications. Our working capital solution is one, and it's an embedded finance solution from Uland, our group company that enables anyone to deliver working capital facilities to their merchant. So with that in mind, I think we're very well positioned to support both fintechs and banks in their efforts to deliver even better services and improve their merchant experience. And I think back to the trends, one trend that to me is clear is, as a fintech, you have to go narrow and deep, which does not necessarily limit you in offering various services. You should not just invent them yourself. And that's why we're here, to actually make sure that everyone can get exactly what they need, whether they need their payments, whether they need their accounts, whether they need their embedded finance solutions. They can basically take whatever they need from our shop and deliver it.
Well, Anders, since we last spoke, it's clear Banking Circle have been incredibly busy. Really good to touch base and hear about those trends and what you're working on. But we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much, and looking forward to reflecting on this further down the line. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.